Ready? Loopcircus takes you from Plymouth to Pratt. Around the Twitterverse in 420. Loop Circus. Greetings from the middle of everywhere. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and this is your 420-ish Twitterverse update. Stay with us for this week's once heard, can't be unseen Loopcircus Peekaboo, where today we find out just how fucking awesome is a Royale with cheese in merry old England. In the global view, World Economic Forum is working on a new vision for economic prosperity in a post-COVID world. Of course, this will bring all the tinfoil hatters out to the yard. It's called the Great Reset, and it partly involves addressing global challenges such as pandemic responses, infrastructure impacts of global climate change, and public health implications of widespread anti-science sentiment. In America the Beautiful, anti-liberal Christian nationalists are twisting themselves into pretzels, defying the last wishes of recently deceased Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell vowed to deliver the latest Susan B. Anthony List preferred anti-liberal Christian nationalist to a confirmation vote before the general election, mere weeks away. Why? Because he can. Of course. Previous principles be damned. But hey, look, this time it's a woman. So there's that. Pundits, including the great formerly bow-tied potential future presidential hopeful Tucker Carlson, are lined up to bolster the case for McConnell's 2016 versus 2020 flip-flop, where in 2016, Obama's nominee, Merrick Garland, had to be blocked. McConnell demanded that the will of the people be considered in the process of replacing recently deceased Antonin Scalia.
There is a long tradition that you don't do this in an election year.
I don't think we should be moving forward on a nominee in the last year of this president's term. I would say that if it was a Republican president.
The American people ought to have a say who sits in that Supreme Court seat.
Why would we deny the voters a chance to weigh in on the makeup of the Supreme Court?
We're not going to nominate a Supreme Court justice until the people have spoken.
Let the new president make this lasting decision without the political influence of the election hanging over it.
In 2016, the election was still 9 months away. Fast forward to today, 2020, just over one. Why? Because he can. Full stop.
The historical precedent is overwhelmingly, and it runs in one direction. If our Democratic colleagues want to claim they are outraged, they can only be outraged at the plain facts of American history.
Ginsburg and Scalia were friends, by the way. The implications of such a fact are sorely lost on many. Just look at Tucker's face. So much bitter angst.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg doesn't get to pick her replacement from her deathbed. That's not how it works. We have a Constitution we're supposed to be defending, remember? And that's the whole point of the Constitution.
Wrapping up a poster-perfect late summer week home on the range where Justice Ginsburg's absence on the court could result in, according to the Lawrence Journal-World, hundreds of thousands with pre-existing conditions, including the tens of thousands currently infected with COVID-19, to lose their current health plans. Governor Laura Kelly is concerned that Kansas residents with plans in the current healthcare marketplace could lose their coverage at the same time that the state is unable to expand Medicaid services. And here at the fort, the FHSU Homecoming Committee responds to the pandemic with Homecoming at Home! The Homecoming Committee canceled the parade this year with hopes of having a pandemic-free 2021 homecoming. In our Sympathy for the Donald segment, we express sympathy for the Donald, or Uncle Joe. Regardless the final outcome, we'll all have to reckon with the economic damage done by the Rona. So, here's to the Donald, and here's to Uncle Joe, and here's to all of us. Hopefully, we can live up to Winston Churchill's observation about Yanks, that we can be counted on to do the right thing, but only after we've tried everything else. And finally, a 26-year-old lad in Plymouth, England was detained after officers patrolling nearby heard a commotion and looked up to see the lad struggling with a seagull. It looked like he was getting the worst of the encounter till he sunk his teeth into the bird and threw it to the ground. A police spokesperson told Plymouth Live that the lad testified the seagull had attacked, trying to take his McDonald's meal. The gull was clearly injured but flew away before the cops could check its welfare. The young lad was taken to the hospital for treatment. And now you know just how f***ing awesome is a Royale with cheese in merry old England. Okay, that does it for today. Get more from the website loopcircus.com. Thank you for listening. Be safe, be well, and pay the love forward. This is Ronnie Hayes. Till next time, so long.